this afternoon with all of this. Now we are joined by our local high school principals and school directors. We are joined by, I want to just begin here with Walker Valley Principal, Dr. Candace Belt. Dr. Belt, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Steve. How are you today?
I'm doing good, and I want to talk about as far as prom, and what do you believe makes it memorable for the students?
It's such a special night. Everyone gets dressed up. Everybody's there with their friends, having a great time together. It's one of those core high school memories that students have and will take with them far beyond their high school career. So it really kind of kicks off our countdown to graduation season for our seniors. So it's just a very special event.
So, we're here talking about prom night safety, and that is the key with our friends at the 24/7 movement, ATS The Bridge. So, what advice do you give students who may feel uncomfortable in a situation but don't know how to get out of it safely? What do you tell them this morning?
Well, they have trusted adults they can go to anytime, and they can have friends that help them make good choices. I listened to our students from our local high schools on the way in, and they gave such sound advice and talked about, the choices in their friend group. And we talk every day at Walker Valley about your choices matter. And I know we're focused on, safe driving and drug prevention and awareness, but every choice you make really does make a difference and an impact on your future and on the lives of other people. So keeping that message at the forefront, I think, is key.
Patrick Spangler is the principal of Bradley Central High School. Good morning.
Good morning.
Same question. Prom is just such I think even one of the students said, such a capstone event in a child's life, and it's a big deal at Bradley, I know.
It is, and one of the things that I kind of like about prom is that graduation is right around the corner. So, no, it is.
And hey, you may graduate eventually.
That's right.
It may happen.
That's right.
Made a career out of being a high school
Yes,
student.
that's right. But it is. Just like Dr. Belt said, it's a night where kids get dressed up. They're with their friends. I don't know. Some of the vehicles they come in when they go to prom I'm like, wow, but it is, and I think it's just a fun atmosphere. It's a good culture thing because the kids love to be there, and I want to say that just the partnership with 24/7 and ATS The Bridge, and I know you're going to get to that point where you say, "What's my message?" Well, I think the message is pretty communicated from day one or from year to year because of partnerships that we have with these guys, and so it's kind of like embedded to what we do on a daily basis, as well as our students. I mean, listening to the students come in this morning, wow, we have special students, not only at Bradley, but across the district and in Cleveland City, and then also teachers. So I think it's a combined effort, students, teachers, administrators, and community members that hopefully spread this message on a daily basis.
Bob Pritchard's the principal of Cleveland High School. Bob, really the same question here, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much the same. So when I went to prom, I actually married my first prom date, and I drove the big Cadillac, 1985 Papaw's Cadillac. I greased that thing up.
You married your prom
solid
date?
black. I did, man.
She
She's still with us. She know it.
Still with you.
She's still with me. Yeah,
why?
I think
That's a
she might
miracle.
have experienced some dementia or something. I don't know why she's still with me. I'm just telling you.
Oh, good Lord.
No, I think it is such a milestone. It is such a capstone event for so many kids. And really and truly, I think the message needs to be, a lot of people just think it won't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even driving, like pick up your cell phone and I think it's good to turn the notifications off. When you hit, I heard one of the kids talking about this morning, it's so easy to get vapes and dab pens and those kind of things. And it's become it's become a huge epidemic around here, almost a pandemic, really. And so it's so easily and readily available to every kid, to every person, and I hate that. And so I think just reminding kids, like, don't touch it, just stay away from it. And I like that you said that you have a way out for kids. Like, they all have a way out. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be temptation, but there's always a way out, and so look for that way out. And so I appreciate the partnerships that Patrick was talking about, and appreciate you guys, the way y'all pour into the schools, the the high schools and the middle schools. Like it's just a couple of times I've even cried at a few of them. Of course, I'm a crybaby sometimes, but it's just a really good partnership, and I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you so much. We want to say hello to the directors of schools who are joining us, our systems this morning, Dr. Linda Cash, Dr. Jeff Elliott. Dr. Cash, just talk about this overall, but let's get past just prom night, because this is a message you believed in from the very beginning.
It is, but the one thing that I would like to say is parents matter. So what I used to hope with my boys is that I said it enough and talked to them enough that it wasn't just on prom night. It was, we used to always saying, know who you are, where you're going, and you got to come back home to me, and I'm going to be waiting for you. And so I think they need to know that we love them, that we care about them. We have to be there out. And it just means build those relationships for a long time and talk about not just safety in drugs, but safety in all the other actions, as everybody's mentioned. It's a lifelong lesson. You can have fun and not be intoxicated and not smoke and not do the dangerous things and still have fun. And I think because of our community partners, that we have a large group of students who are carrying the message. And that's what I always said. Parents are first, but your peers are the ones that you're hanging out with. So tell them. And if you see one of your friends doing something, pull them back. Hey, we don't have to do that. We've got other things to do. I love the billboards that are depicting what our kids say. This is my high, whether it's basketball or soccer or chess or sewing, whatever it is. There's some safe things out there. It's lifelong. It's not just prom night, but we do want them to be safe because they're not thinking clearly because they're so excited about the night. So I just believe parents are our first defense.
Dr. Jeff Elliott's the director of Cleveland City Schools. Doc, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with it. Parents are so huge, and having that plan and having that communicated with families throughout and preparing for that special event is huge. But also, I'll just say the laying the groundwork and the messaging that 24/7 has helped us out with, and our schools do throughout the year and leading up to this, is so important to continue to hear that message over and over again. And you help out, Steve, with this, allowing us to be here. And I would just say that that's so important to lay that groundwork so we can lead by example. And I'll shout out to our teachers and our principals for all the work that they do to prepare for prom and put that structure into place, and to be a support and be available even during the evening. And so as students are making those plans, and which is so important to know what that plan is for that evening, it's important to realize you've got your parents you can contact if you need to during that night. But also, we have staff members who are there, and look to them and reach out to them if you feel like you're in an uncomfortable position, and find out there are always ways out, and seek your adults to help you with that.
A great reminder. Thank you all for what you do on a daily basis. We appreciate it, and I'll be with you tomorrow for the Bearettes' third straight championship rally. That's right. Hey, Patrick, while you're here, you guys mind if he says something about? I don't care. All right, so Patrick.
It's your radio.
I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they won't mind. Okay.
No, if it was mine, you wouldn't be here. Okay, I guarantee you. I'm kidding around. Patrick, while you're here, we have a extra special situation. The Bradley Central High School Bearettes have won 3 championships in a row. And so there's a parade tomorrow. It's a different type of celebration this year.
It is. We kind of changed things up a little bit. We
have to change up your championship celebrations. I think that says there's some success in the program. I don't know.
That's right. No, we're just gonna parade the girls through campus and have the students. It'll start just off-site, but we're going to parade them through the campus, and then we'll have a little bit of kind of meet and greet, kind of community meet and greet session in our Fine Arts Center for community members and just parents and student athletes, and then we'll have our ceremony that will begin at 10:45. So we ask the community to come out and support our Bearettes, and it's just going to be a wonderful morning.
Say, I wanted to go ahead now so I didn't have to have you back in here. So we just killed 2 birds,
That's
no
right.
kidding. But in the Fine Arts Center tomorrow, is that right?
In the Fine Arts Center tomorrow.
At
yes.
10:40.
At 10:45.
We'll be there. If I can be there by about 11, is that okay?
Well, we'll have some coffee about 9 o'clock, and then we'll get
that's
ready.
what I'm talking
I
about.
have one question.
Hang on. Go ahead.
I have one question.
Bridget,
Why him? Why? Why do you want him involved?
Bridget, we'll talk later.
He's not going to be there till noon. You know this.
All right,
right.
Patrick. And we will have coverage, if you can't make it to Bradley tomorrow, on mixtv.tv. I thank the world of all these people. God bless you. Thank you for being here. All right, we're going to take a quick break.